YouTube, what is good? Welcome back to the channel. I wanted to jump in front of the camera because I hit on a shock drop. The shock drop was, boom, the Jordan 11 Midnight Navy. So I hit the shock drop, Jordan 11. I was on the fence, I'm not gonna lie. And really it was more the price tag of $225 for this shoe. Now, in all sincerity, I like it. It looks good. I love the colorway. If anything, the reason why I think I got it was because it reminded me of this one, or I'll put it somewhere up here, which is the Jordan 11 Jeter. Now that shoe goes for stupid money, and obviously I'm never gonna get that shoe. So this was the closest thing in my little brain that triggered and reminded me of the Jordan 11 Jeter. So I said, let's go for it. Now, I hit the shock drop. I was excited because again, it reminded me of the Jeter 11. But then at the same time, I kind of cringed inside and it kind of just hurt to pay $225. Now, it is set to release Friday the 11th for $225. Let's talk about it. So first, I guess one of my biggest complaints with the $225 price tag is this box. Why? You're charging $225, Jordan Brand. Like, give us a cool box. Give us like the cool gray box, right? It was colorful, and I mean, we're paying extra for it, so we get that whack ass white box. As you guys can see here, I did get a size 10 in women's, since this is a women's exclusive. It is a women's shoe. Obviously, it being navy and white, it's a unisex shoe. And, you know, again, $225 for a white box. Most people are going to sit here and be like, Omar, it's just a box. I care about the little things. But yeah, I mean, let's get into the shoe. Overall, I mean, Nike on the sneakers app, if you read the description of the shoe, is calling this material velvet. And what is this? Velvet? Squirrel.
I make talk, squirrel. My man.
Shout out to former Simpson. If you guys know, you guys know. What is this? Velvet? I had to. Anyways, Nike calls this velvet, and it's not. It's more of a felt. And I think that's maybe some of my issue, aside from the lack of laces and the whack-ass box that they gave us, is that this material, to me personally, feels a little cheap. I wish they would have given us actual suede. I think like a hairy suede or a nice, yeah, just a nice suede. They would have just given us a nice suede. I would have been happy. There is a shimmer to this material, as you guys can see here. You know, it is obviously hairy. You can see those strokes as you move, you know, your finger across. You know, it's okay. You know, I'm not a big fan. I'm curious to see how this is going to last long term. You know, this felt material, as it gets old, tends to fall out and, you know, sometimes doesn't look the best. I'm hoping that that's not the case. I'm hoping that it's at least a high quality felt, or as Jordan Brand likes to call it, a velvet, so that it lasts long. Obviously we get leather on top, but it is more of a suede, a very short-haired, maybe not even hairy at all. It's really just leather. You can tell it's leather. And then of course you get the chrome Jumpman, which is cool. 23 on the heel. The rope laces, you do get the silver lace tips, but again, no extra laces. For $225, we got the bare minimum. They are charging $225 for this fake ass velvet. It's felt. That's what they're charging you guys $225 for. Obviously, the bottom, you get that blue outsole. You do get the carbon fiber plate, which is kind of cool. Obviously, the blue bottom, blue on blue. Listen, it's a nice shoe. It's a nice shoe. It still hurts that I paid $225 plus tax for it. Will I enjoy it? Hell yeah. Do I think it looks good? I think it looks great. You guys can see some on feet here that I took just, briefly when I put them on. One of the things I love about the 11 is that, to me, they're comfortable. The insole is a little different. It isn't the typical insoles that we have been seeing. And so it's a little stiffer than the cell joints that we were getting on like the recent Jordan 3s and 1s. So different material, I'm sure. It feels different. But overall, guys, I think it's a good shoe. Is it worth $225? That's up to you. Me personally, because it reminds me of the Jeter 11, in my mind it said, yes, it's worth the $225. To others, I could see why people would pass for $225. But I'm going to enjoy it. I think it's a nice looking shoe. I hope this fake velvet lasts long term. But overall, I thought about, should I get rid of them? But, they're nice. They're a nice pair of shoe. They're a nice 11. And so they'll stick around. But let me know what you guys think. Is it a similar feeling where you bought the shoe, or you're thinking about getting the shoe, or you paid the $225 and I don't know, you're kind of whatever about it? I'm going to keep them. They look good. But again, not at all impressed with what Jordan Brand gave us. Lack of a nice box, the lack of extra laces, just felt half-assed. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. And if you guys are interested, $225 this Friday, the 11th. Good luck. Peace.
Your love, your